Hey you guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to compare for you powder foundation. I have both low end, drugstore, poor low end. Imagine living your life the whole time being called low end. This is Maybelline and it is the Super Stay Full Coverage 16-hour powder foundation. I might have shown you this in a video at some point in time. I had the wrong shade. I got a better shade and I want to test it out like for real, not just dabble. And then I know everyone's talking about the Face Tape Tarte foundation, but I decided to talk about the Shape Tape powder foundation. I am not going to be reviewing the Face Tape liquid foundation, the new one, because it has ingredients that trigger my skin, my rosacea, and look at how light and not red I am. Of course I say that and I get all embarrassed and then I just now got flushed. So this I bought at Ulta. It is powder foundation and I've used it. In fact, it already got that weird, like when you use something oily on powder and it kind of looks hard. Anyway. All right, so I'm going to compare the two. Side note. You guys know I am addicted and fully loyal to Wander Beauty. This is their Wanderlust powder foundation. This I think is $40. You can get it at Sephora. So it's high end. You can get it at Nordstrom and other places too. But it's fabulous. Like, it's what really turned me on to powder foundation in a compact, not like Swirl and Buff loose mineral powder. So then Kat Von D came out with Lock-It powder foundation. Had she had this before? Is this a new formula? Or I'm having a hard time remembering, but I just picked this up and already I'm like, because it felt amazing in Sephora. The sponge, so I guess you do that, which I thought that was not okay. I didn't think you wanted to store your sponge on top of your makeup because then the oils just kind of harden the compact. But there's no place for it. So it comes in the box like this with the sponge on top of the logo. So my goal here is to see how these apply, to compare it to Wander Beauty, because I do love that. That one is great for the ingredients are good for my skin. They agree. It wears well. It's not dry. It's not chalky, but it is a little expensive, right? But it's $40. So both the Shape Tape and the Kat Von D are kind of close in price, but the Maybelline I think is $11. So hopefully this is a good dupe. We'll see. I do love the way pressed powder foundation feels, and sometimes when I want extra coverage, depending on the foundation, I'll dust some on top of liquid foundation. And it's because it can feel just so almost smooth and creamy, and that's what the Kat Von D felt like for me. I don't have primer on. I have prepped my skin. I'm moisturized. I am hyaluronicized. And I have my sunscreen on, so I have everything on that I should without primer. So my skin should be soft and supple and ready for action. Come on, Maybelline. This is shade this is shade 220. The shades kind of run light. The sponge, I know, I've played, okay? I know, it's not first impressions, people. It feels nice, okay? It has a separate well with a mirror. We like, okay, here we go. So this is always my conundrum. Do you put on your cream under eye concealer before or after your powder foundation? Logic says before, but for me, because of just the way my mind is programmed, I'm sitting here putting on foundation and then, yeah. So we'll see how that goes. So good match. And I'm deciding to use the puffs that come with it. Like, yeah, I can't talk when I'm like rubbing my thorax, because I've done the brush method. You want a very soft and subtle application. Fluff it on with a brush, because then you won't get any coverage at all. Okay, so I'm pretty much packing this on, and I have to say it's doing a nice job. Like, it doesn't look chalky, and it's covering, and it's not. Wow. Ooh. Oh, that's exciting. Right, boys and girls? Okay. Here we go. That was fast. That feels good. Doesn't feel dry. Okay. So let me show you what I'm talking about. I used it the other day. I was playing with it, and like that happened. That's that hard stuff when you put something oily. Like, really? Oh, and I'm using shade 22N, light neutral. This could be the puff. It's, it feels rougher. Good shade, you know? Like, look at that. This one almost looks not oxidized, but just a slight tinge yellow. And then definitely I think Tarte has more shades, but Maybelline has a good range. This looks, what am I trying to say? This looks not dry and chalky, but maybe more matte. Whereas this has a very, almost a thicker finish to it. Shape Tape side? Or what's it called? Are we calling it Shape Tape? Yes. And Maybelline. I really like them. I Sally Field them. Okay. And I have to say, you guys, I'm having a really good skin day. I'm so jinxing myself right now. Oh, sorry. Okay. Ooh, hello. Come into. All right, you guys. e.l.f. concealer. Let's talk a little bit about this. Also, I can't find my medium peach, and I'm using light peach, and this is freaking too light. What? Are you like me, where you just leave a piece of an item of makeup on your makeup table, and then 2 days later, you're like, where the fork is it? Because I can't find you, and I'm looking everywhere for you, and I don't know where you are. And either it's right under your nose and you find it another day when you're not even looking for it, or it's like fallen off and rolled underneath somewhere and you can't find it until, you know. Yeah, so. Now, about the e.l.f. concealer, you guys. For $5, you're getting an excellent concealer that does conceal. It wears well. However, I think there's two cons to the Pro. One, I think it's a little drying, because I'm used to like the Doll 10 Hydrolux, the Jouer, which is, those are hydrating. And I don't think it has the claim of 16-hour wear. I do think that it creases, and I think that it kind of fades. I do. So for $5, it's great, but I am not gonna say it's the best. So if you haven't tried it yet, or if you are wondering if you can replace some of your other high-end ones with it, if you're crepey like me, or you're worried about anything settling, I would just give you my experience is that stuff did kind of look a little crepey and settled on me. I'll be right back with a full face of makeup, and we can talk more about this, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. folks, listen. Professor Harold Hill here. I like both of these. So yay, yay. If you want Tarte, Tarte wins. If you want Maybelline, Maybelline wins. And are they as good as Wander Beauty? I don't know. I'm not ready to declare it yet, okay? Wander Beauty, what I love about it is this application puff here, and it's so good. Where am I gonna put some? Right here. No. The thing about Wander Beauty versus the Tarte is Wander Beauty has more coverage. The Tarte one is actually kind of sheer. I would say that it has a bit of a natural, less makeup look to it. The Maybelline one has more coverage and a little bit more makeup. I almost think that Maybelline and Wander Beauty are more similar than the Tarte one. The Tarte one seems to be almost like a sheer. Yeah. But I like them. I think it works great. I haven't put on a setting spray. I would love to put like my illuminating setting spray, either the Cover FX or the e.l.f. I haven't done anything like that yet because I wanted to just let you see the way it looked right now. Oh, and I wanted to show you something about, let me zoom in really close. My apologies. I don't know if you can see, but right here, and I did not put any powder foundation right here, so it's not because there was powder first and then cream product, but the e.l.f. concealer right here is kind of breaking down. It's like a little bit dry. Yeah, so, but then here's a good close-up anyway for you to see the product. So I just feel like this has more of a natural finish and then this has more of a made up finish, and I like them both. Now I'm gonna do a video on this one day. Let's put this on my forehead. I know that's not, this is not scientific. Oh, it's thick. Oh man, it's thick. Oh yeah, it's thick, man. Okay. We'll see. That's our little test patch. Kat Von D. Okay, shade 130. Well, you guys, I think it works for me to give you, this stupid packaging. This sponge on the outside. What were they thinking? I am gonna give you a checkup. Open your mouth, let me see your teeth. I'm gonna give you a check-in later, and I will wait about 5 hours or so, probably when I'm about to make dinner, after appointments and kid pickup and that kind of thing. And yeah, so I will let you know if there's any change, and that's everything. And I will list the makeup I'm wearing below that I put on off camera. Yes, alrighty, I'll see you later. Bye. Okay, I am back. It has been 6 hours and I'm impressed, okay? Let's talk about it. Honestly, my face, despite my lipstick wearing off, I feel like the makeup has not worn off. I feel like everything looks pretty good in terms of it doesn't look cakey, it doesn't look like pores or broken down, it's not in my lines, it's not settled, my face doesn't look dry. My forehead is pretty good, it's a little bit in the creases, just a bit. Where I put the Kat Von D, I can kind of tell. I think I can kind of see a little more coverage right here. That's about it. Yeah, so again, I really do think that I felt like in photos and like my car mirror that this side of my face looked a little more, like the makeup just looked a little more sheer, like I could see more of my skin through it, maybe even a little more redness on my chin. And then this side of my face I felt looked more made up, more polished, but not cakey. So in the end, whether you're going for the Tarte, which I think is a very good natural look for powder foundation, and or the Maybelline, which is a nice finish and is quick and affordable and wears well. And I think in summer or oily skins will love these. Yes. And how does it compare to Wander Beauty? Well, I think it maybe isn't as moisturizing to the skin the way my Wander Beauty feels. So I think they're kind of dupes or alternates. You know, I really do. I think that if you can't afford the Wander Beauty and you're looking for a good powder foundation, this Maybelline 16 Hour, I'm gonna say yay. I'm gonna say go for it. Not bad. Okay, so it's a little bit worn down on my nose. My room is so bright right now. The sun is setting and I actually had to shut my blinds because there was too much sunlight coming through here. So everything looks really bright and my complexion probably looks great, but my nose probably still looks a little bit red. And so if it does to you, that is because I think it did break down. It is cold out, you guys. It is in the 30s. It is so, it's like blue sky and crystal clear, but freezing. So everything is dry. I've got like humidifiers going on in the house. So, and outside, oh, it's just dry. Anyway, so I feel like if I was wearing this in the summer, it would just probably not break down around my nose or anything like that, just because it would stay on, but maybe it would. Maybe then I'd be dealing with greasy, oily skin. I guess you can't win them all, but in the end, I say go for it. Either one of these, whichever you prefer, not bad. And one of these days, I will share this with you either in a Get Ready With Me or in another review, because if you're as curious about it as I am, I totally get that. I'm kind of addicted, I think, to powder foundation. Yes. Okay. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I hope this was a good video for you. Please feel free to share my channel with your friends. And yeah, follow me on other social media and give this video a thumbs up if you will. Be sure to hit that subscribe and notifications bell button, whatever. Check out some of my other videos. Feel like I'm in The Price is Right? Check out this video. And yeah, so thanks so much, guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.